On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Veil.
A piece of fine cloth worn by women to cover or conceal the face. Verb, to cover, conceal, or obscure.
Examples:
Veil of mystery. Veil her face. He lifted her veil with both hands.
Lifeless.
Without life, dead.
Examples:
Fall lifeless. A lifeless corpse. The plant had a lifeless appearance, indicating that it was not getting enough water.
Humming.
Producing a continuous, low, vibrating sound like that of the bee.
Examples:
Humming sound. Hummingbird. The humming of the bees filled the air as she walked through the garden.
Deforest.
To clear an area of forest or trees.
Examples:
Deforest a mountain. Deforest millions of acres. The company planned to deforest a large rainforest area to make way for a new plantation.
Sequester.
To take temporary possession of someone's property until a debt is paid.
Examples:
Sequester 10% of the annual carbon emissions. Sequester myself from the world. He approved their requests to sequester the jury.
Rainforest.
A forest rich in biodiversity that is generally found in tropical settings with heavy annual rainfall.
Examples:
Rainforest destruction. Tropical rainforest. The destruction of the rainforest is a ticking time bomb for the earth.
Sequoia.
A huge evergreen tree that is native to California and has a straight trunk and a narrow, conical crown, which is a type of redwood.
Examples:
A giant sequoia. Sequoia National Park. The sequoia tree is known for its massive size and long lifespan.
Expansive.
Large or wide in extent or scope, friendly and open and willing to talk.
Examples:
With an expansive spirit. Expansive ocean views. The company has an expansive network of offices and locations around the world.
Grassland.
A large area of land covered mainly by grass, with few or no trees, and typically used for grazing livestock.
Examples:
Endangered grassland. Vast grassland. Meadows and pastures are examples of smaller scale grasslands in many parts of the world.
Photosynthesis.
The process through which plants and other organisms transform light energy into chemical energy, which is then released through cellular respiration to power the organism's activities.
Examples:
Oxygenic photosynthesis. process of photosynthesis. In photosynthesis, plants use carbon dioxide to feed themselves.
Microbe.
A tiny living thing that can only be seen with a microscope and that may cause disease.
Examples:
Pathogenic microbe. Microbe sterilizer. Microbes thrive on the surface of the human skin.
Methane.
A chemical compound with the chemical formula CH4 with no smell or color, often used as a fuel.
Examples:
Atmospheric methane. Reduce methane emissions. The ignition of methane gas in the plant killed 5 employees.
Nit.
The egg of a louse equals that is a tiny insect that lives in human hair, or some other insect, a foolish person.
Examples:
Knit in a dog's fur. She is a little knit. Careful brushing can remove knit.
Entrap.
To lure or trap someone into doing something they should not, to ensnare, to trick or deceive into an undesirable situation.
Examples:
Entrap me into going to the event. Entrap unsuspecting victims. The police officer used a wire to entrap the criminal in a sting operation.
Wily.
Characterized by slyness, deviousness, or cunning, using trickery or stratagems to achieve one's goals.
Examples:
Wily politician. Wily tactics. The wily fox was able to outsmart the hunters and escape unscathed.
Degrade.
To make something worse, especially in quality, to show or treat someone in a way that makes them seem no value and do not have the respect or reasonable opinion of others.
Examples:
Degrade his public image. Degrade environmental quality. You should not degrade yourself by allowing them to use you.
Fertile.
Capable of producing abundant vegetation or crops, intellectually productive.
Examples:
Fertile ground. Fertile market. Herbs require fertile soil in a sunny, sheltered location.
Malleable.
Able to be easily shaped, molded, or manipulated, particularly in a physical or metaphorical sense, capable of being adapted or changed according to different circumstances or situations.
Examples:
Malleable clay. Malleable attitude. Gold is a malleable metal that can be easily shaped into different forms.
Sponge.
A soft material with many microscopic pores that can absorb a large amount of liquid and is used for washing and cleaning.
Examples:
Sea sponge. Metallic sponge. The tiny marine sponge has existed for more than 500 million years.
Fungus.
A type of organism that includes yeasts, molds, and mushrooms, which are heterotrophic, meaning they do not produce their food and must consume organic matter to survive.
Examples:
Fungus infection, symbiotic fungus. Certain types of fungus can be toxic to humans, causing severe illness if ingested.
Graze.
To feed on grass or other vegetation, especially by nibbling at it repeatedly, to break the skin of a body part by scraping.
Examples:
Turn cattle out to graze. Graze the left shoulder. The sheep graze on the green grass in the meadow.
Diminish.
To reduce or be reduced in size, extent, or importance, to make something smaller, weaker, etc.
Examples:
Diminish a reputation. Diminish swelling. As people get old, their energies may diminish.
Peatland.
An area covered with peat equals a partially decayed organic matter formed from plants.
Examples:
Peatland ecosystem. Peatland bog. The preservation of peatlands is crucial in mitigating climate change, as they help regulate the Earth's temperature and reduce atmospheric carbon dioxide.
Permafrost.
A layer of soil that is permanently below freezing, usually in polar regions.
Examples:
Permafrost area. Thawing permafrost. Permafrost is crucial to soil stability in Arctic areas.
Thaw.
To become less rigid or hostile, to melt, soften, or become more friendly.
Examples:
Thaw out a glacier. Thaw relations between countries. The sun was beginning to thaw the frozen ground.
Decompose.
To break down or cause to break down over time into simpler substances or elements.
Examples:
Decompose matter. Decompose into simpler molecules. After the earthquake, many of the buildings in the city were left in ruins and began to decompose.
Predicament.
A difficult, unpleasant, or embarrassing situation.
Examples:
Tragic predicament. Predicament decision. He was in a predicament and didn't know how to escape it.
Perennial.
Lasting for an indefinitely long time, enduring.
Examples:
Perennial battle. Perennial asthma. The perennial flowers returned yearly, providing a beautiful display in the garden.
Recycle.
To sort and collect things to process them and produce valuable materials that can be used again.
Examples:
Recycle the cardboard boxes. Recycle milk packaging into new paper. We largely recycle the circuit board of cell phones because they contain a lot of valuable metals.
Compost.
A mixture of organic matter, such as food scraps, yard waste, and manure, that is allowed to decompose and is used as fertilizer for plants and garden soil.
Examples:
Organic compost, compost pile. You can add coffee grounds and crushed eggshells to your compost to improve the pH balance.
Steward.
A person responsible for the management and care of another's property or for the supervision of the domestic staff of a large household or organization. A person in charge of arranging for the supply of food to a college, club, etc.
Examples:
Steward duties, steward service. The steward on the flight was very helpful in assisting passengers with their needs.
Immemorial.
Extending back beyond memory or record, very old.
Examples:
Immemorial relationship. From immemorial times. The ancient ruins had been there since immemorial, and their origin was mysterious.
Aspiration.
A strong desire to achieve something, the action or process of drawing breath.
Examples:
No aspiration for fame. Aspiration into the lungs. He has an aspiration to become a doctor.